Right, okay, good afternoon everybody. This is my next weekly football show. I've called it the weekly football show, but I think I said in my last one I'm going to have to rethink that name. I wasn't able to do one last week, and it's not going to be an exact science. Last week I was meant to have a Brighton fan on, just something happened that he wasn't able to make it, so I had to leave a week, so it's not that weekly football show, is it? Anyway, I'll rethink that. But this week I'm lucky enough to have John on. John is a fellow YouTuber, a fellow drone flyer who covers the stadium. You had you had the YouTube channel called City Sites, right?
City Sites UK it was called, yeah.
City Sites UK, and you've now changed that up, yeah?
Yeah, it's now called The Stadium.
Okay. Go on, tell us, if you don't mind. So I do say to kind of all my guests, if you don't mind,
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, what do you do? Go on.
So I DJ in town in Liverpool.
Yeah.
That's like my main job. This is more of like a hobby type thing.
Yeah.
The channel started. The idea for the channel started during COVID, when I was sitting there, bored. Obviously, all the bars were shut.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And it was originally called the Liverpool Landmark Watch. Don't ask me where the name come from.
Yeah.
And then I've done a few Liverpool landmarks, and I've kept them on the channel because it's part of how the channel's growing.
Well, it's related.
Yeah.
It's relatable, isn't it?
So we then, I should say, then broadened my horizons to go outside of Liverpool as well.
Yeah.
And then that's where the City Sites UK come from. And then I was doing that, and then I was watching some of the videos back. I was doing like virtual tours of cities, and some of the videos were like an hour long.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there watching them, and I was just thinking, I'm bored.
Yeah.
So you were
bored of yourself.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I bore myself all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I was just sitting there thinking, I'm bored watching this. What are other people going to be like?
Yeah.
So then I actually started a TikTok account, and I just happened to be going past Anfield because I live in Anfield, and I just done a little video and went, oh, looks alright that. So that's where the stadium started coming into play with it.
When you say you went past Anfield, but obviously not just Anfield, you mean the Anfield
the
Road
Anfield
stand?
Road expansion,
The Anfield Road stand expansion?
Yeah, I was just walking past. I was going to the park with my son Oscar. He's in a few of my videos. Like,
yeah, I've seen. Yeah. I've met him as well. I bumped into you guys in Anfield.
Yeah. When I told him it was coming, he went, "Oh, I'll say hello."
Yeah. Hello, Oscar.
So yeah, and I just took a little video and thought, "Oh, that's alright." And then it just kind of clicked. Like, I'm a diehard Evertonian. I'm banging to footy. Why not do it about this sort of thing?
Yeah.
But it's not just going to be like doing Everton, Liverpool, and I've started doing Wrexham. I'm going to start doing like stadium tours and stuff like that.
That was going to be my next question. So I was going to mention that to you. So I was going to say the fact that you've changed it up then from City Sites to I didn't realise you'd gone from Landmark.
Yeah, that was
like, Landmark. Yeah, but Landmark to City Sites, like we say, that is relatable.
Yeah.
It's not like you've gone from following like dog walk and stuff straight over to City Sites. But to go to stadium it's the stadium, isn't it?
Yeah.
To go to the stadium, I was going to say to you, like, are you not limiting yourself? But it is your plan to.
That is the plan.
Yeah, okay.
And then once obviously the UK is done, I'll start venturing further afield.
Fantastic idea. That's my kind of vision as well. Like for mine, almost to there's so many, not just football as well. So I'm assuming are you thinking just football or just stadiums? It doesn't matter. It's football.
No, it'll be like football stadiums. Yeah, that's going to be like the niche.
So I had that. It's great. It's a great idea. I think that's a great one to run with. By the way, because football fans, and I've said this on many videos, and I'm sure you'll agree, football fans are amazing.
Yeah.
For people like us, who were trying to create something and bring something to them.
Yeah.
I was doing castles and all sorts of other things, kind of maybe like you, like
Yeah, I've
City
seen
stuff
that
and Mama.
that short that you've got on your sorry. Seen that short
That's
you've got on your channel, and I've watched it like about
Yeah.
10 times. You know, is it like a hawk or something?
Yeah,
It's just hovering.
that was one. So that's like, you
Just
know, you
like-
said about you just done something at Anfield.
Yeah.
That was like, I just done that because I just happened to be there.
Mm.
And this hawk was just hovering,
Just
like
hovering, yeah.
next to the, so I was just like standing there recording it.
Ah.
And that's been watched quite a few times. But
Mm.
that like my vision, like you said, to do loads in this country and then to go far and wide. But I'm thinking I've got my sights on like NFL stadiums and all
Yeah.
sorts. Whether the wife's gonna let me jump on a plane and go
Well.
over to and tour America for a while.
Maybe
to
if
do,
you take
yeah,
it with you.
yeah, I hope she's not watching. Yeah, take it. But it's a great idea. So it was just, you say you were like during COVID.
Mm.
That's what made you. Get into
That's like just what started giving me the ideas of. Yeah, I've been DJing since I was 17, so like 2000.
Yeah.
It's all I've ever known, like work really. I've had a few day jobs here and there, but like DJing's always been like,
Mhm.
it's a decent wage.
Mhm.
I can work when I want. I'm self-employed,
Mm.
and I've got my days to myself.
Mhm.
So me doing this and DJing's perfect.
Fit your lifestyle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
when you were sitting there in COVID and you're like sitting there with these government grants and they're just getting you through,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like, right, I've got to start doing something else. What do I enjoy doing?
Yeah.
I want to enjoy videoing on my phone. And I've got a friend who's got a YouTube channel called Urban Van Life.
Mm.
And it's like about building vans and camper vans and stuff like that. And just like, you know what, I'll just give it a go and see what happens. And I wasn't expecting to be where it is now from when I started. It was just supposed to be a bit of a hobby, a bit of something to do, yeah.
Yeah. Sounds dead
Good thing to
similar.
start, innit?
Yeah, it sounds dead similar to how mine went. Sounds really similar. I didn't have it planned
No.
to be, you know, I didn't have a plan to be sitting here doing this and doing shows like 2 years ago. It wasn't even in my head. But it just, you know, it develops and that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And you just gotta kind of roll with it when.
That's it.
I suppose that's the beauty of it when you're doing like a YouTube channel or whatever it is. The beauty of it because you can roll with it, and so you might have a vision to go that way, like you said with like your landmark stuff. You have this, you set it up and go right, we'll go that way. And do you know what? I've spoken to so many different YouTubers who all say you kind of have this kind of your sights on your targets, and you always go like that.
Exactly.
Because you go where the viewers
It's just evolve.
Yeah.
It just evolves,
it
doesn't it?
evolves itself, and what people watch drags you that way. Whether you whether you kind of almost like you like it or not. You obviously like because you were doing it anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't envisage that myself. So it's great that it's great to talk to people like you and Arvid. It's just how it goes. Yeah. What's your go on? Sorry.
Sorry, I was just going to say, like you say, I never thought. I think I started about October 2021, and I never thought I'd be flying a drone, doing videos.
Yeah. So it wasn't even in your plans to like do
that was
droning?
not in my vocabulary. That was not in the plan
Okay.
whatsoever.
Okay. Yeah.
It was only when I first started doing the Anfield's expansion, I was just doing groundwork, and then obviously you get comments and like, oh, can't you get up in the air? Can't you get up in the air? And I was just like, right, I'm gonna have to go and buy a drone here, aren't I?
Yeah.
So I bought a drone, and then I was about to go up first time and fly it, and my wife said to me, "Do you need a license for that?"
Yeah.
And I went, I don't think so.
Yeah.
You better check,
Yeah.
So I went and actually got my operations license to be fly lazy.
So you didn't even have like your Damaras stuff done
No,
or
I
anything?
never had anything.
Yeah.
I was like, I better do that, get mine first.
So we should tell everybody that's absolutely right. I don't think I've ever mentioned that, but you can't just like, well, I suppose you can, but you shouldn't
You're not
really just
supposed
buy
to.
a drone and just go for it. You do have to go through. It only costs
It was £10 a year, the other thing was free,
Yeah, so that's it.
It's
so
cheap, like.
It's called a Damaras certificate. That it's called Damaras because that stands for something, but it basically just gives you what you said. It's your operator ID, and that you then have to have on your drone.
Yeah, that's
so
displayed
people can,
on.
That's so people
so they
can.
know to see if you can.
Exactly. Or it's supposed to be so they can spot, if it's in the air. It's supposed to be as well, so that if you're like where you shouldn't be, or there is a restriction up, they can spot it. Good luck to them spotting little numbers and figures on a drone that's that big.
I'm like that looking at it when I've got
Exactly, that's what I've always thought. But so you were about to go up, and your wife said that. So did you call it there and be like, yeah?
I never went up. I went and done me thing first, and then went back.
Yeah.
Didn't want to like get into it before I started.
First go.
I was going to. I've been promising like Oscar, who comes on the videos. We're going to like Barcelona. We were going to do the new camp as well while we were there. I thought, I'll take the drone. You've seen the restrictions and the hoops you've got to jump through.
About taking a drone?
No, to like fly in Spain.
No.
It's,
I haven't looked at it because I haven't been yet, but I will be.
You've got to jump through so many things to get like your Spanish aviation.
Have you?
Yeah. And it's not as cheap as here.
I thought they were just under the EU regulations though.
Yeah, if you're flying by Barcelona, there's so many things you've got to get permission.
Do you know what the issue? Have you been to the new camp before?
A long time.
So it's actually like really is very close to the city as well.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's probably got
the problem.
Yeah. But when are you going?
We haven't booked it yet, but we'll be going like summer holidays type thing.
Just get your drone up, lad. Just get your...
don't
get in trouble. No, it's fun. I don't think you're going to prison. What's the worst that could happen?
I'll get adopted.
You'll be like, my one phone call from a fucking Mr. Drone. Told you I shouldn't have done it. So have you but sorry, I was going to go on to something else, but that's a really good point then, you saying that, because like we've kind of both said, our visions there are to branch further out. But as you've already pointed out, and it's an obvious thing, you can't just do it.
Yeah.
Because every country and everywhere you were going to go, they're all going to have
they all have different, like I've looked at like Italy, Milan and stuff, they've all got different rules.
Well, listen to me saying about I'd love to go and do NFL.
Yeah.
Stadiums, it won't be as easy as that in America, do you know what I mean?
America's pretty similar to the UK.
Yeah.
To be fair, because I looked at that as well.
Well, I'm confident they wouldn't let me take a drone in, because you know what they're like with taking stuff in as well. They'll probably have to go over and buy one. And
that might be best. Or like try and hire one of someone or something.
Yeah. Wonder if that's an option if you hire one. I wonder if you come under there. Anyway, we digress. So have you had any issues or anything when you've been flying? Have you had any kickoffs or anything?
Kickoffs?
Yeah, like anybody like saying
no.
Get your drone down, this, that, the other?
No.
God.
I've had a couple of people ask what I'm doing. Yeah. Like, when I've been family more, I mean, recently, as you probably know, well, you will know, like that Sunday thing's gone, hasn't it?
Yeah, Everton
I went there today.
Everton and Lango Rourke have now, for anybody who doesn't know or hasn't seen before, so a lot of us fly, take footage of the new Everton Stadium at Bramley-Moore Dock, and for a long time, Lango Rourke, who are the main contractor at Everton, were asking us to only fly on certain hours on a Sunday. They promised stadium tours for us if we all done it. That never happened. So a lot of us kind of started saying, you know what, we're gonna do what we want. Once we started doing what we wanted, they then contacted us and said, by the way, you can do what you want. So anyway, that was a thing for a while, wasn't it? But what were you going to say? You were down there today, were you?
I was down there today, yeah. So I was just saying, like, I don't stick to Sundays anymore.
No. We're not bound by it, but we never were. We were just trying to work with
people please, weren't we? To be honest.
Yeah.
Just didn't want to like cause any issues and like get down there and start making it difficult. And I mean, they can't stop you from doing it, but they can try and make it difficult, can't they?
Yeah, that's the thing. I've heard over the past few days, quite a few of the guys have tried to take some footage of the M&S Bank Arena and do a video about Eurovision.
I seen Kev's video yesterday, KC Imageworks, and he got stopped by so many.
Has he put one up? So he sent me his
Yeah, he put a video up yesterday.
I haven't seen his actual video. So he sent me his GoPro footage.
Yeah.
To me personally to show me some of the problems he had, and I was saying to him, hey, no matter what they say, You
can't stop
can,
because
you can fly there. As long as you don't take off from their land and land in their land. Your drone's in the air, you can fly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm planning a little visit there. I'm not planning a visit just because I want to get kick off. I don't like that. I don't really like the competition.
Yeah.
But I was planning to get footage. You know, we all get like these things of someone's going on local. We get some local footage. So
definitely.
I'm probably going to be there this weekend, so we'll see if I get. I'll definitely make sure I have the cameras on me to make sure I get any security kick off. Just you've got to anyway. I think it's best to have your cameras because you never know, do you?
No.
You never know. I seen your latest one last weekend. You done a live stream, and you managed to speak to Nick.
Absolutely. So many problems with the live streams. So I'm using my GoPro. It's like a Hero 9, I think. I'm hotspotting it to my phone. It's like I've even like got a new phone on contract with 5G. Thought that'll work now. I'd done 2 live streams last week. They lasted a minute and it kept disconnecting.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, for
that's because you're out. That's when you're out and about, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you're in somewhere where you've got a solid connection, it's fine, isn't it?
And it keeps happening. And I was just thinking, you know, there's people that like they'll ask me to do this, like they like it. I don't know why, but they like finding out stuff there and then and whatever. So I just thought I'll just do it on my phone, and it's not my finest hour.
No.
No, if you're not seeing it, it's like it's shaky, and it was just done on my phone. It was just like a spare of the moment. You know what? I'll just do it and see what happens.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Oh, I wasn't going to mention it for that. I thought.
No. I was just saying.
I was going to mention about that.
It is a bit shaky. Some people have said, "Oh, I felt sick watching that." And I went, "Come on." I was just thinking, "Come on, mate. You're being a bit extreme there.
Yeah.
You never went sick watching that."
Yeah. But the thing is, though, like you say, it's the spur of the moment thing. Because I did hear you say, "Look, I had other plans to do it with my GoPro. It's not work. I'm going to crack on anyway."
Yeah.
And that's sometimes you have to do that.
You
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've had times before where my camera work or my DJI Mini 3 wouldn't release that geofence in Anfield. And I had to go and get the Mini 2, which is a bit more laggy in that because of how old it is.
Do you ever get disconnection when you're going around the far end?
Yeah. When you're circling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, at Anfield. Yeah. You have to move. You have to actually move.
You have to
move position.
You have to follow it down.
Yeah. You do. Yeah. So, but I seen on your video, what I was going to mention is you went into the security guards.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing that, to be honest. That wasn't my intention.
Yeah.
It's just, as we were live, someone asked me a question. I think his name was Dave, and I forgot what he asked me. But he asked me something, and I thought, it was Sunday, you see, so like, no one about here. And I just turned around, the security guard standing there, and I just thought, I'll go and ask him.
Yeah, it was about the boards, where the boards gone, the red boards.
That's right. Yeah. It's right where the red boards are gone.
Yeah.
So we're like, I'll come in, look at the picture, like, sound.
Yeah. He's off his head, But he said to you, didn't he, when I say off his head, he's sound.
He seemed like a nice fellow.
He is. So when they were doing all the heavy lifts last summer, I was there quite a bit. He was there loads. He was great. He gave me all the Liverpool players sometimes will give him stuff, and he had stuff in his boot, and he was like, "Yeah, have you got a young lad or anything?" He was giving me like Liverpool trackies and stuff, and I was like, "I'm a blue." I was like, "But I have got like nephews and stuff." So
my son's a red.
Yeah, so
I don't know how that's worked, but
he was.
There you go.
Oh, was he? Yeah. Oh, right, okay. You've got it each.
That's his mum. That's his mum's fault.
Really?
Yeah.
How are you both there on match days, isn't it?
Not great.
No.
Depends who wins.
Yeah, which is most likely them.
Yeah.
And not us, but oh well. But yeah, Mick security guard said to you, it's going to take them 3 days to remove the old roof. That's a shock, that isn't it? Like that. When I listened, I was like, 3 days.
He said they need to take the ground up, and then they're going to cut it into 3. Or something like that.
See, because they have this like the machine, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Rips it like, yeah. But 3 days.
Yeah. I don't know whether he's estimating there, but he's been told it's going to be 3 days, but
yeah.
I wouldn't have thought it would have took that long, to be honest.
That long? What do you mean quicker?
I thought it'd be like maybe a day or two.
Oh, honestly.
Well, do you think it was going to be longer?
Yeah, I don't know whether I'm being... Is it me then? Is it my...
I don't know, because the way he was talking, he said the machine's just going to cut it and he's going to take it.
Yeah.
That's what he said. So if you're doing one a day,
yeah,
that's what I was thinking. So maybe I'm wrong and it's going to take 2 weeks.
Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong and I'm thinking, no, that's surely...
Just the way he was saying, like, oh yeah, they're just going to cut it and take it. He made it sound so simple.
I suppose
I'm sure it's not going to be that simple.
Yeah, mind you, with the engineering nowadays, the way you see what they managed to do in such a time. Not, you know, Anfield, Bramley-Moore Dock as well. They had the topping out ceremony yesterday, didn't they, at Everton or the day before, whatever it was. But they just do so much, the engineering nowadays. It's just...
Yeah.
You know, I never...
It's incredible, isn't it?
I just took it for granted until I was doing my videos. That I kind of, you know, I just... All of a sudden, the building wasn't there.
And now it's there.
And now it's there. And like, but now
you don't realise what goes into it, do you?
No.
Until you're actually like doing something.
When I'm looking at it more, and I'm like, wow, that's I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And you know, especially the heavy lifts and that they do. I've never like just appreciated any of that.
Yeah.
Because I've just, like I say,
it's just taking.
Just all of a sudden it's there. Yeah, you just take it for granted.
Yeah. Like that.
When you follow it for so long,
like,
following these
obviously
things.
you've been there from day one with Everton, haven't you?
Yeah.
And like you've seen it from like the ground up.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. It is amazing to see. And so yeah, do you know what? So when he says it, because I just thought when I had 3 days, I thought, nah, surely not, because it's got to be longer. But like you've just said though, actually, if they're cutting it into sections. Pulling out, taking something down is obviously quicker than putting it up.
Yeah, definitely.
So okay. Right, okay. So is it your plan to obviously? So Anfield's only got like, what would we say, 3 months left?
If that. Yeah, 3 months.
That's. Do you know what? I'm always going to be like, I'll have loads of time also. So I'll still be doing when Bramley-Moore Dock finishes as well.
Well, I was going to bring that up today actually.
Go on.
So I've started doing these Wrexham videos, and it's just you've done a couple as well. Yeah. It's a nightmare getting there for me, but I'll get there when I can, and that goes well. But I seen in the news, I think it was yesterday, Manchester City have put plans into the council to extend their stadium.
They have, by 7,000.
Yeah, so
just like Liverpool.
I was just like, that's the next one then.
Yeah, you're right.
Type of thing.
Somebody shared that with me. I think it was yesterday as well. Somebody told me about that.
Yesterday.
So there's that. There's that one. A few people said Villa are doing theirs, and I'm like, Villa's just too far. I can't like. I might drop down once a month or once a couple of months and just have a little look. But Villa's a bit too much to try.
It's just a bit out the way, isn't it? I mean,
there's
talking about out the way. I'm going to Dumbarton in a few weeks. In Scotland.
Yeah.
It's like 4 hours away.
Yeah. To do a drone video, to do a YouTube video.
Just on their have you ever seen their stadium?
Dumbarton, no.
It's in there. Can I?
Of course. Go on. Tell you what, let's have a.
It's just great with the.
Oh, is that there?
Yeah.
Everybody, you'll all be seeing it somewhere over here next to John now.
Is it that
in the middle of the
basically in the middle of like the rocks and everything? I just think it looks great.
Where's it gone? Look at that.
I think it looks great. I mean, it's not going to be the most popular video, but that's what it's all about, isn't it? Just going out.
Do stuff that you enjoy as well.
Different content.
Do stuff that you enjoy.
Yeah.
So I think you've looked at that and you've gone, I'd love to go and see that.
Yeah, definitely. That's why.
Yeah. And
just thought that looked great. That looked great on a video. So I'll need to check the Scottish weather before I travel. Definitely
keep an eye on that, mate.
Definitely.
It can be a bit blowy up there, especially out where it looks there. That looks a great one, that, John.
Yeah,
that's a good spot. But that's again, that's showing that's what you want to develop your channel into. Because you're going to be looking at these stadiums and different ones and ones like that. I agree.
And that's like the Braga Stadium as well. It's a bit similar to that. It's just like in the middle of a lot of the mountains. You know, Braga in Portugal.
Yeah.
Their stadium's like mountains all around. It looks great.
That Dumbarton one looks fantastic. Yeah. You guys will have seen a picture of it over there, and that's the sort of thing that you're going to be looking at.
That's it. Yeah. It's just not going to be like Premier League stuff. It's going to be
Everywhere.
It's football stadiums, so it could be anywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, so what we'll do, I'm going to drop links to John, the stadium. Drop links all down there throughout this video anyway. And what we'll do now, we're going to move over to part 2, if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
And have a little chat about football. Okay.
My favourite thing.
Okay, part 2 of our show, John, is where I have a little chat about the latest football results. So what I have to do first, everyone, is I have to go over, as I missed last week, I have to go over mine and Luke from School of Science, our predictions that were the previous week. So this is a really, really quick one. They're going to come up over there next to John for your, me and John will have a look. But we'll just nip through them really quick because it's a couple of weeks old. Ultimately, you will see in the bottom corner that Luke beat me 8-6.
Close.
Yes. Yeah. Close. No cigar for me. Not really worth us going through those results, John, because we're going to go through the latest results now. But ultimately, Luke, well done, mate. You beat me. You beat me 8-6, which means that the current score, everybody, is 51 for my guests and 42 for me. So I want really bad guesses from you, John, this week. I'm going to need to catch up. This is like something I started doing. This is something I've started doing, which has turned into a really bad idea. I'm going to have to give myself some sort of big forfeit if this form keeps up. So yeah, 51-42 to the guests. So well done, Luke, for that. What we're going to do now is bring up, again, right next to you there, we bring up the latest results from last weekend, John. So we're going to go from what we'll do, we're going to go from the bottom upwards because that was the
first game.
That was the first game. So City Leicester 3-1 there. I mean, we are both Evertonians, as we've said. For us,
great results.
Yeah, we need them, don't we? We really need them.
But I don't know what's happened to Leicester, you know.
What a turnaround! What a turnaround from like winning the league and then just going down and down and down and in a way, I almost do know what's happened to them is that they've sold players and they've not invested well.
They haven't replaced them, have they?
No. But yeah, that's my opinion. By the way, my opinion. I just think they just haven't done well in like the transfer market. They've made loads of money. They've sold big players, you know.
Who have they actually? They've sold Kante. They sold him the season they won the league, didn't they?
Yeah.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Chilwell.
I don't know why they sold Chilwell.
Fofana.
And Fofana.
Yeah. No, there's others, you know, mate. There's others. If Damari Gray, what a guy. No, there are others. There's who did they have at the back when they won the league?
They had West Brown. Not West Brown, sorry. Wes Morgan. Was it Wes Morgan? He was the captain, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And I don't know who the other fellow was it? I do actually, was it Johnny Evans?
It was Johnny Evans, yeah.
Yeah, that was their back two, wasn't it? And they had Chilwell. And it wasn't I don't know who the other right, was it Albrighton?
He wasn't right back. No.
Was he not?
No, he was playing
Like a wing back maybe or something.
Yeah. But they've definitely sold quite
definitely
a few.
sold.
Yeah.
I was very surprised that Kante went when he did, and when they won the league.
Who was the guy they had in the middle who went to Chelsea? Who's basically
Drinkwater.
Yeah.
He's gone, hasn't he? He was part of that winning team.
Yeah.
But I don't think he like selling him was the.
Kante was the main guy.
Big.
He was the main guy. Yeah.
He was the big sale.
Yeah. Anyway, so that wasn't a shock to any of us, was it? Man City at home, 3-1 Leicester. Next one's a shock. Wolves 2, Brentford 0. No, not for you, not too much.
Not really, because Wolves, they've won like the last 4 or 5 games, haven't they? They're
Oh,
on
really?
the roll.
Yeah,
They're
I
on the
didn't
roll.
realise
They're climbing away from the relegation zone and everything, aren't they?
I never thought they...
This new manager they've got has got them playing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think they won the last 3 or 4 games.
I've been saying for a while though, you know, Wolves, in my opinion, Wolves weren't even in the relegation zone because they were not... Yeah, they were inconsistent. But I don't think they were as inconsistent, anywhere near as inconsistent
Yeah, they were never
as
in trouble, were they?
I didn't think so, no. Quite a few Blues I know kept saying, oh, have Wolves got on? It'd be like, somebody say, well, Wolves won. I'd be like, I don't know why people are getting so hung up on Wolves. I think they're not going to like be anywhere near the bottom 3. But yeah, so... but that didn't surprise you, no? No, I would have thought a Brentford win there, to be honest with you.
I know Brentford, they're a decent side, but I think Wolves, they're getting on to a bit of momentum. And
yeah, I'm playing at home, I suppose.
Yeah, and they were at home, that's a big factor.
Yeah.
The next one's a big shock.
Of course it is. Bournemouth.
Like a big shock.
It's no good for us, that one.
Yeah, that was
Bournemouth are finding a little bit of form, man.
Yeah.
I said though, last time I was here and Luke was on, I did say, do you know what, Bournemouth have been playing well. I think they just beat Liverpool when Luke was on, and I said like that it was coming in that because they've been playing decent football.
Yeah.
They've just not been getting the results.
Did you see them at the Arsenal game? They beat them 2-0. They were playing really
well.
They
were playing well, mate.
Then Arsenal just obviously come on strong.
Yeah.
They are. They're actually they're doing all right.
Yeah.
I think they're probably going to be safe the way they're playing.
The way they're playing, yeah. And that's typical Spurs, isn't it? That's typical Spurs.
Yeah, they've just lost it at the last minute again.
Hate winning, mate. Spurs are just... do you know what? It's so frustrating at times, and a lot of the time, being an Everton fan. It must be... They're probably the only ones that Everton fans can feel sorry for, Spurs fans. Because they should, you know, I know they're right up there and they'll be like, well, why you feel sorry for us? Use it from there, but it must be so frustrating.
Yeah, to have the players
they've got a great team.
Yeah.
Great team. They just don't do anything. Got to a Champions League final, didn't they? Against Liverpool under
Once upon a time.
Yeah, once upon a time, that's it. Palace
flying ahead.
Yeah, no,
they've won the last 3, haven't they?
Again, unfortunately, as soon as they get Hodgson back.
We play them Saturday as well.
I know we do, mate. I know we do.
And it's away.
I know it is.
Just rub it in a bit more.
I know.
Yeah, but they're doing alright. That change of manager has...
Well, he just works for them. He just works for them, Hodgson, doesn't he? He just works.
You get that, don't you? You just get someone that just fits to a team, and that's him.
He knows the club. He loves the club. The club loves him. And I think sometimes that's all you need, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
Should we just skip the
should
next
we skip the next one? Yeah, straight past it. So Chelsea, Brighton. We were awful against Fulham, mate.
Did you go?
No, I didn't. I didn't go because it was Grand National Day, and we have a family. We was doing like a little family get together on National Day. But I did watch it. Watched it live because my brother-in-law went to. He's got a little dodgy box, which. Right or wrongly, he has. So
he hasn't.
I'm mentioning no names. I'm just saying I think something happened. But anyway, I don't know how we got it on the TV. It was on there. But yeah, we were really bad. When we got the goal to go 1-0.
When we got the goal in the second half of the first half, if you like that last 15 minutes between 30 and 45.
We didn't want that half. We didn't want that half.
We didn't need the half time.
No, you could have done with another half hour there, to be honest. But
that Neil Mopé as well.
Yeah.
The chance he missed, it was 4 yards.
He took another touch.
His header.
Oh, the header.
The header.
Yeah.
Put it one side.
Yeah.
It's not a
There's the header,
chance.
But the one after, not long after
half time.
Not long after McNeil had scored, just before half time.
Yeah.
He gets it in the box. All he had to do was like toe you or something.
And he took a touch.
He wanted loads of touches to line up.
Just hit the thing.
Put your boot through it. Look at Haaland. If you've seen sometimes the positions Haaland's in when he actually hits that ball, he doesn't care what he has to do.
Yeah, he's wants to score.
He's hitting that ball, whatever it is, in the air, whatever. He's hitting that ball. It comes to Mopé, and he wants to he wants to control, he wants to dilly-dally on it, and he has this perfect shot when he's got 3 defenders and a keeper around him. Just so
he can't even run. Like, I was in a game and forgot who it was against, and he's clean through, and he's got no pace.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Yeah, he's clean through, and then you think, hang on, how's that defender just caught him?
Exactly.
Yeah. But that result, it makes Fulham look good. And I'm not saying Fulham aren't good. They're a decent team this season, but honestly, we made them look even better in that game. They didn't really have to do much that game to beat us 3-1.
Well, I was chatting to one of the fellas next to me, and we both said, like, it's a good job that Mitrovic weren't playing, because it would have been a lot more.
Wouldn't it?
A lot more.
Wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. It would.
It felt like we were back under Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
It did, actually. It
did, because there was no effort.
There was no fight, was there?
No.
And that's not what it's been like since Dyche's come in.
Exactly.
It's been, they've I think, so if we were to go down, if say it was before his Fulham game, and we were to have already unfortunately gone down, I think we could have at least said, at least we fought for him. At least he put everything into it. But then you go to this Fulham game, and they didn't. And they got to ask why. Like,
and there's been so many games like that this season.
There has, yeah.
There has really.
But not under Dyche until now.
No, not under Dyche, but I mean in the season. There's been so many games like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like you just said, it was like being back under Lampard. There's just not that, no cutting edge, no fight.
Nothing.
Not that they were bothered about winning or losing, and that's tough to take.
Yeah,
that's tough to take for a fan. Let's bloody move on.
Let's.
Chelsea, Brighton. We're gonna let's not talk too much about this if we can, because I do want to talk about Lampard in a bit. But like,
to be honest, it's not a shock, is it?
It's not.
Because Brighton, they're
flying, really, really good. That's why I was going to have a Brighton fan in last week. I couldn't make it, so I wanted to talk to him about that. But good for them. I don't mind Brighton, you know.
Yeah, they're alright.
Yeah. Good for them. It's always nice to see, I think, like a new team, like not that they're new to the Premier League, but you know, a different team breaking that mould of.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody wants to see that, apart from possibly these top teams, but everybody wants to see it, don't they? You know, if it's the misfortune of Liverpool and you're a Liverpool fan, of course you don't want to see it, or Chelsea and you're a Chelsea fan, don't want to see it.
But it's just great to see for a neutral that's not involved in that.
Yeah.
See, we move on to Aston Villa, which
I was just about to say, and we move on, and they're up there. I said in my last one not against my last one with Luke, that I'd said I picked out these few teams that I said I think their season's over. I think it was Fulham, Liverpool, and it might have been Wolves. But I said I think their season's like over, and they're the only ones. Like at this stage of the season, you'd think normally it's like 4 or 5 at the bottom, like the top 4 or 5 are just there fighting for their places, and everybody in between is just going through the motions.
Just plodding along that.
This season, it's almost every team has got someone to play
They're
for.
Involved in something somewhere.
Apart from this little section, but I said I'd had Villa. We're going for Europe, and a few people commented saying, "Are you joking? You think Liverpool's season's over, but Villa's isn't?" But then, you know, look, they're still going.
They're flying. They're flying. They brought that new manager, haven't they? That Unai Emery.
He's a great manager, you know.
Because he's had no transfer window.
Yeah.
He hasn't had long with the players, really, has he?
No, he is a great manager, you know. I was surprised Arsenal didn't stick with him for a longer period than that, because he was the one. He went to Sevilla, was it?
Sevilla, yeah.
And won.
He won the Europa League, didn't he?
Europa League a few times, or did he just get it once? Because they won it a few times.
They won it 3 seasons out of 4.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he was the manager in all of them. But
I know he won it once. I know he won it
once. He won it at least once.
Yeah. He's a great coach. Great. And again, for them, it's like we just said about Brighton. It's good. You know, we're not going to do it, so it's nice to see others breaking that mould. And you know, don't mind Villa really too much either. Wish it were us, but like you say, Man U, Forest. Man U were missing a few players that game. I watched that one. They were missing like Rashford. Who's the guy in the middle? They got Sabitzer.
Rashford out,
Sabitzer had to
Did he get subbed or was he on
No,
the bench?
he pulled out last, like in training warming up for it.
Right.
He swapped him for Ericsson. So Ericsson played.
Probably wasn't a bad idea because Everton played really well.
He did. Martinez as well. Martinez at the back.
I think Ericsson got player of the match.
Did he?
Or was it Fernandez? No, sorry, it was Fernandez, I think.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were missing that Martinez from the back, and he's been with them. So
yeah, because Harry Maguire was playing, and I thought, here we go.
Yeah, and he got booked in about 3 minutes. So I did think that when that started and that happened, I was like, do you know what? Forest could do these. Forest could upset these. I was obviously pleased he didn't, mate.
Yeah, obviously.
Especially after what had happened to us on the Saturday. It was like that was our the Forest game and then the Leeds one we'll come to.
Yeah.
But I was like, if any of these two win, we are right in the.
Yeah, we're in the mix as it is, but we'd be fairer.
We'd be bottom three if Forest did win.
Definitely, yeah.
We'd have been bottom three.
We would be, yeah. There's no thing about it.
So I was pleased with that, but.
Sorry, did you see Harry Maguire's own goal?
Oh,
against Sevilla.
Midweek in the Europa. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to laugh at that.
Yeah, it was good, edit. It's good, edit.
Loved it.
It was
that's why, like, I thought, oh, he's back, and I thought, Favis could do this here because he's got a mistake in him, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's
got a lot of mistakes in him.
It's like something you'd see playing for us. He's like there's
Man United.
There's mistakes. I know.
That's it.
There's mistakes in him, big mistakes. Yeah, that Sevilla game. Just I know we're mainly Premier League right now, but that Sevilla game, I was watching that one. And did they play Sevilla tonight actually?
Yeah, they do. Yeah. 8 o'clock.
Right, yeah, get home for that one. Good luck to them. Good luck. I'd rather see an English team win. So good luck to them.
Yeah.
But to be it'd be tough out there though. To be 2-0 up, and they were cruising. Last 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah,
scored 2 goals.
6 minutes. We went away. Down. I was 40 in February. We went away for my 40th.
Yeah.
Took the kids down to Cornwall.
Yeah.
Me and Oscar watching it in this pub, surrounded by Man United fans, and Oscar went in and his Liverpool top, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
So he's sitting there like this, and then they went 2-0 up. And the fella they're not being nasty, they're just having a bit of playful banter with him.
Yeah.
And then the first own goal winning.
Did he cheer?
Oscar went, yes.
Oh.
And they took it well,
Yeah,
and then the second own goal went in, and they all started storming out.
Yeah.
It's just
I'm storming out before I punch that kid.
literally.
Yeah. I don't want to do something I really regret. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was a bad one though, 2 own goals. West Ham Arsenal, mate. Now that was a shock because Arsenal just talking about being 2-0 up and finished 2-0. That's exactly what happened in the Arsenal game and finishing 2-0. Sorry.
That happened with Arsenal against Liverpool a couple of weeks ago as well.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. Only the week before.
Was it the week before?
Exactly. Yeah. Although
exactly
they were.
No,
they were 2-0 up.
They were 2-0 up, and then it was 2-2. Yeah. I watched that game.
The West Ham one?
Yeah, West Ham looked woeful in that first half.
Yeah, they did.
And then...
I funny you say that, I'd actually text my mates WhatsApp group, saying, this could be a cricket score.
Yeah.
They're tearing these apart. Lo and behold.
And then all of a sudden, they just...
Yeah.
But I think as well...
They scored at the end of they scored just before half-time, didn't they? Jared Bowen got one just before half-time. Yeah. Yeah. And then they were just much stronger in the second half.
But I think Arsenal have took the kind of foot off the gas as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I think they've kind of gone 2-0 up, sat back a bit.
Oh, just in the game? I thought you meant to okay, just in the game.
No, in that game, they've gone 2-0 up, they've sat back a bit, thought, this is done and dusted. You see it all the time, don't you?
You do. Yeah.
I mean, there was one in against Everton Goodison
Spurs
a few years ago.
There was Spurs. There was Spurs the other week who managed to, because we were down to 10 men after Harry Kane got Corey sent off.
Yeah.
They scored the penalty, and Spurs then went to absolute garbage. They just invited us on.
Yeah.
They were only 1-0 up. Strange.
Yeah.
Come on, what were you going to say?
I think about 2 or 3 seasons ago now, playing Newcastle. I think we were 2-0 up or 3-1 up. When Ancelotti was in charge, it was. And they scored twice in the last 4 minutes of injury time.
Yeah.
Just
It's gutted, isn't it?
Just clear your line to it,
yeah, it's gutting that.
Yeah.
It's so gutting for a fan to be there.
I mean, going back to that Tottenham result, that must be gutting. Because I'm sure they scored an injury time. They did, because I was walking down on my way
Tottenham Bournemouth?
Yeah.
Further down there? No, they did. I think Tottenham scored to equalise late.
And then they
very
scored
late.
an injury
And I
time.
think it was 90 plus 6 or
Yeah,
something
because
like
I was walking up to home from the Everton game.
Yeah.
And someone went, oh, he scored.
Yeah.
I was like, Fulham. I went, and then when I said Fulham, I went, oh yeah, I've just seen it. I've just seen that one.
Yeah.
He went, no, Bournemouth. Like,
yeah. So Arsenal dropping a few points there.
Well, Man City are right on the tail of it now, aren't they?
2 points, is it?
Yeah, sure.
2 points.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at the league in a minute. Then we'll move on to the absolute thrashing that Liverpool gave Leeds, which again was superb for Everton as well as Liverpool, and we thank you for that. Because Leeds' goal difference was far better than ours. It's not anymore.
It's only slightly now, isn't it?
2 goals better they are now.
Yeah.
That's because Liverpool and West Ham the week before both gave them a
You both give them a hand.
They scored 11 goals against them in 2 games. So they were like, well, what were they? They were like 13 goals.
Yeah.
It was goal difference.
Yeah. I think we're like minus 20, aren't we?
We're minus 20 in there. No, we're minus 22. I think they're minus 20.
I was there minus 20. I knew one of them were. Yeah.
Liverpool were rampant that game, and I heard Klopp say afterwards that he thinks it's the best they played all season, and I wouldn't.
It probably is.
I wouldn't disagree.
It probably is. There hasn't been many performances to rival that, to be fair.
There's just been the one against Man U, hasn't there? But I think Man U were terrible that game, as well as Liverpool being good.
Diabolical.
Man U were terrible. Leeds actually weren't terrible, believe it or not. Liverpool were just so much like.
It's funny you should say that, because it was 2-0. I watched this in work just before I started working on Monday. It was funny you say that, because it was 2-0 up at half time.
Yeah.
And then the second half kicked off. I literally went and got a drink, come back and Leeds scored 2-1. Like, oh God, here we go. But then Liverpool just turned it on and turned it up, didn't they?
Yeah, and it was like, I don't know, did you see the clip of Klopp cheering? I think they were already 4 or 5 up, and Klopp went mad at his, like, he was cheering. He was going, yes boys, and it was because they were chasing down.
Yeah, even though they were 5-1 up.
And he said at the end, I think Carraghan that asked him about it.
He was kind of like go Liverpool back.
That's what he said.
Like
he said that's what he's been waiting for. So yeah, we'll see. It'd be
I think
interesting.
they'll probably finish the season strong, you know.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to. And they've got Luis Diaz come on for them as well. He's been a huge loss to them. Huge.
And Jota as well.
He's got a goal, didn't he?
Yeah, he got 2.
So did he get 2 in the end? Did he?
Salah got 2, Jota got 2, and then I don't know who else scored. But yeah, he definitely got 2.
Yeah. Did Darwin Núñez get 1?
Núñez got 1, and then someone else scored. But Jota definitely got 2, yeah.
Yeah.
I know Salah got 2.
Salah
1 in each half.
Yeah.
Jota got 2.
Oh, I know it was Gakpo.
And Gakpo scored, that's right,
Yeah. So yeah, I think they will finish strong. I think you're absolutely right. I think they will. Let's have a look whilst we're talking about finishing. We will have a look at, not that page. Excuse me. We will have a look at the league, which has come up on my screen and not come up on there, and I don't know why. Never mind. It will be. John, for now, we'll look at it on there. Screen sharing stopped. Let me see why. Doesn't matter, because we can look at it on here. Anyway, so yeah, we've got City. No, we haven't. So we've got Arsenal top, obviously. 4 points. Oh, I thought they were only 2. So 4 points. Oh, City have got the game in hand, haven't they?
Yeah.
Which we'd expect them to win.
I think they would.
You could, I suppose, in most other teams, you could say, well, it depends who they're playing. No, it doesn't really.
No,
because they're probably going to win. Unless they were playing like Liverpool. Believe it, even though Liverpool are down, you'd only pick out 2 or 3 teams that could bother them really right now. Top 4 places though, we're looking at Man U and Newcastle in there at the moment. So what are we looking at? So Newcastle 56, Liverpool on 47, but Liverpool have got they haven't got a game in hand.
No, 11 games, aren't they?
Oh, that's still a lot of points. That is, what's that? 7 points in 7 games. But they need Newcastle to drop.
They've got 8 games remaining, haven't they? Both of them.
Yeah. 8 games remaining
I think we're doing a disservice to like the likes of Brighton. They're on 29. They've got 2 points more.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, they've got the game.
Yeah, they're on 29 games, aren't they? They've got 2. Yeah, they've got 1 game in hand. So yeah. No, you're right. We are.
Yeah.
You know, just looking at Liverpool, we are doing a disservice to them. Absolutely. And Villa.
And Villa, yeah.
Look at Villa. Although Villa
they've played the
played
game
more.
haven't they? But yeah.
But you would say we've just said Liverpool are going to finish strong. But you would still say there is a loss in Liverpool that still this season. They are inconsistent. So
they've got very favourable fixtures remaining.
Liverpool, have they?
I think they've got to play Forest. They've got to play Southampton.
This is good for us. Keep telling me.
They've
Tell me they've got to play.
play,
Tell me they've got to play Leeds and.
They've done that one.
What about Leicester?
I'm not sure about Leicester, but they've definitely got to play Forest and they've definitely got to play Southampton, and they're both at home.
Oh, they are Anfield. Oh, come on, Liverpool.
I was watching someone on Sky Sports, and he was just saying that. That's how I know.
Great. Who do you think's going to be top 4 then? What's your honest opinion?
I think Brighton might sneak in.
Yeah.
I do. Every time, even when they play like Man City or Arsenal, you're thinking it's not cutting virus. It's not like a 4. Like if Arsenal were playing like Everton or Leeds or whatever, you'd be like, although we beat Arsenal at home, we lost comprehensively away. So what I'm trying to say is, when Brighton are playing, you're always expecting something.
Put your money on it at the moment, don't you? I think the top 4's going to finish exactly how it is, you know.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know, you know.
I don't know in that order, but I think it'll be them 4.
Do you?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
I think Newcastle are starting to slip up a lot, and they're starting to slide. They were way ahead of Man United a few weeks back. They were like I think they were like 5 points ahead or something. They've been dropping points left, right and centre the past few games.
They dropped at Villa, didn't they? But I think that the game before that, because they beat Man U, didn't they?
They did beat Man U, but they drew a couple of games.
Yeah, they have drew quite a lot, to be honest.
So they're dropping 2 points each time, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know, you know. I don't think, sorry Tottenham fans, but I don't think Tottenham are going to finish in that top 4 or 5.
I don't.
I can't see it, it's just no.
You know what? Yeah, sorry to you Spurs fans, but I just don't see it. But I think, even though they're sitting there in 5th now, I think it'll be a miracle if they finish in the top 5. It's bizarre.
I do.
There's such a strange team, huh?
It's such a head scratch because you've got so many world-class players like Harry Kane, they've got Son, they've got Perisic down the left, they've got that
Benson Kerr,
I don't know his name,
Kulusevski,
that's it. I don't know what I was going to say then.
Honestly,
he's fantastic.
They've got good players.
He's a great player.
That Porro's a good player as well.
Yeah. And they've got like a pretty solid midfield as well, with Højbjerg.
Yeah.
And they have that, never remember his name, the English fella. Young, he was young, he's like Harry Winks, is it?
Yeah.
They've got him in there as well now and again.
Yeah. He doesn't play for them that much, does he? But they have play that Skip as well, don't they?
Oliver Skip, that's who I was thinking of, you know.
Is it? Yeah. Yeah, he's decent. He's decent, eh? But yeah, you're exactly right with your point. They've got a good team. Really good team.
It's either down to the players' attitude or it's down to the way they're being coached. It's got to be.
Got to be. Bottom, we have to look at it.
We have to.
The good thing is they've all played the same down there. Because at one point we played more
There's
than...
only West Ham, isn't there?
Yeah. At one point we played like more than everybody, and that's what was doing us in a bit.
I think it's from 16th down. It's out of them 5. I think, you see, you can't even really say Southampton are gone. Because if Southampton win a game and the rest of us lose, they're right back in it.
They are.
It's weird because usually
By
There's
now.
that one team,
By
isn't
now.
there, that's gone.
Yeah, by now. There's probably one relegated by
Yeah,
now.
that's what I mean,
You know,
yeah.
and then there's only 2 places left, and you're like,
Yeah.
right.
But it's anyone's to lose. So
we have
to speak.
we have to somehow get something against West Ham away. Sorry, Palace away.
Yeah.
But that looks doubtful, doesn't it, right now? I don't know how we score against them. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's supposed to be like back.
Well, there was this talk in his Chester game, wasn't there? Have you seen
At
it?
Finch Farm.
Yeah.
We got beat 1-0.
Yeah. Have you seen on some of the Facebook groups on it? It's just everyone's going mad over it, and you're just like,
It was a training
let's
game.
just look at this, right? It's a training game. It's behind closed doors. A lot of the players are coming back from injuries. It's a meaningless game. They're not going to put all their effort in to get injured again. Just say, oh look, we beat Chester. No disrespect to Chester here, but
It wasn't about. It was a training game.
it was just a training match.
Yeah.
So I don't know why so many people's heads have fell off over it.
No.
Just like, you let it go. You don't do that in like, not even a pre-season game, was it? You can't.
No. Who do you think's going down?
I don't want to say.
No.
Nah, I don't.
It's getting horrible again, isn't it?
It's getting, I think, from West Ham upwards, I think they're going to be okay.
I'd say the same.
I
Especially
think
now
Leeds down.
Bournemouth has pulled over. They've pulled off a
Yeah.
few good wins. Leeds are just getting been battered. They need to do something, because
They need to do something now.
they are
Leeds.
sliding big time. With these, it's not just losing; they're losing in
They're
emphatic
losing
style.
heavily.
Like now, aren't they? So
I
you
think
reckon Leeds are going to
Southampton will
stick
go.
it?
I think Southampton will go.
Leicester? It's a tough one with Leicester, isn't it?
It is, because you've got the players to pull off wins.
Yeah.
Like the likes of Harvey Barnes and
Maddison.
James Maddison. I know he's getting on, but Jamie Vardy's still got a goal.
Yeah.
You know, he could still score even an important last minute winner.
Yeah.
They've still got that Iheanacho as well.
Yeah.
So, they've got the players. They just haven't got the formula to win.
Exactly. So you're not.
That's
I personally think. I'm going to say I think the bottom 3 is going to stay the bottom 3, and that's I'm sticking to it. Okay. End of. Right. Okay, John. So we'll get our predictions done now.
Okay.
We're going to do this really quick, guys. We're going on for a while. Arsenal, Southampton. Your score?
5-0.
5-0 Arsenal.
I'm going.
4-1 Arsenal for me. Next game midday Saturday. Fulham Leeds. Come on, Fulham.
2-1. Fulham.
3-0 Fulham. Man U Chelsea's postponed because Man U are playing tonight, so we've got Crystal Palace Everton. Head or heart, 2-2. Hard. 1-0 Everton. Liverpool Forest.
I'm going to go 5-0 again.
Are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, big scores. I'm going to go for 3-0 Liverpool. Brentford Villa.
5-0 to Liverpool, by the way.
I know, yeah.
They might nick it 1-0, you know.
I'm going to go Villa, you know. I'm going to have to. I'll go Villa 3-2. Leicester Wolves.
I'm going to go 2-0 Leicester.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's due a win.
They probably are, but I hope they don't, so I'm going to go 2-1 Wolves. Brighton City postponed because City are in the Champions League, so Newcastle Tottenham.
That's a tough one, that.
Yeah.
2-1 Newcastle.
I just realised we've got no 4 o'clock game Sunday. I'm devastated about that. I love the 4 o'clock Sunday games.
It's FA Cup weekend.
Yeah. Will there be? I think.
That's
I'm looking at
right.
Premier League only.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you go for?
2-1 Newcastle.
I'm going to go 2-2. That one.
Yeah.
Bournemouth West Ham. Some important games for us again this weekend. It's a tough one, that.
1-1.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to hope West Ham. Well, do you know what? It's a tough one, isn't it? Because I suppose if either team win
To be
or
honest,
the
I
draw,
think
it
it's
keeps
going
them
to
in it. So
affect.
it's,
I don't think it's going to affect us, to be honest. I think
that's
they're gone.
so sad.
They're gone,
Yeah.
really, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go for them both to lose. No, I'm going to go West Ham 2-1.
2-1.
And that, good luck on them. I hope you don't get any of them right.
Thanks.
I need the points, mate. I need the points. So, yeah, John, that brings us to the end of our show. Thank you very much, mate,
Thanks
for
for
coming
having
in.
me.
If you haven't watched, get over and have a look at the stadium. Links down there, links in the description. Have a look. Done some great little walk around the Anfield stand,
Yeah.
Bramley Moor
We
dock.
try to do live streams when the equipment works.
So there's difference as well. So you may have watched me, School of Science, Kev, Casey Imageworks, and there's others as well, lads, girls, the other guys that do YouTube and drone videos out and about. I'll be in touch if you want to get on the show. I'm not leaving anybody out purposely or anything like that. But yeah, I've noticed a little difference with yours. You started doing live streams at stadiums, which is pretty cool. Like you say, when it works, we can all have those technical issues, mate. Mate, we can all have those technical issues. The best thing you do, I think, instead of going, well, no, that's it, it's done, I'm not going to do it. I think the better thing is to just do it.
Yeah.
You know,
Just do it a different way.
you're there.
Well, that's what I thought on Sunday.
Yeah. So what else you do? Go home and call it an abort. Now, only abort if it was really bad weather and you wanted to drone or something. That's acceptable abort. But if you've got something that you can do it on, just do it, mate. Just do it. But yeah, mate. Again, thank you very much for coming on. Okay.
See you soon.
Cheers, John. Look out for next week, guys. I'll have somebody else on.